A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards down, that brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. Touchdown, Packers! Jordy Nelson, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, 44 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kenny Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Utter pressure down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Perry able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. first down. Stafford here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Stafford now on second down. He finds some open field here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the offense has it first and 10. To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off the bootleg. Stafford flushed out right. And he's got room. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That good for 19 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Busts through the tackle. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Lions will take over. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? So they will go for it. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
26.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now it's Rodgers. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he'll bang that one through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, huh?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That good for 19 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And Nelson's got it here right side. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. On first down, Rodgers. He completes it to Nelson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First and goal at the 3. 3-yard line now. Now Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Perry in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm tryna. Yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Rodgers' Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. On 1st and 10, Stafford steps away to his left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And now say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. From the 50, Stafford. Buying time to his left. It's caught by Abbrederis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here. Now Stafford. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Mike Daniels in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Forced out to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Perry coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Finds his target, Montgomery. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun, and his pass incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rodgers again now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They wind up with 6. The hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Stafford escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Flushed to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And yet again, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further toward it. No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Alone to the right is Jones. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is knocked down from the side. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to let this go deep. Back up. They've got his man. Complete. 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Rodgers, flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line, or he's
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Second and very short here, less than a yard. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 50, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a
job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw again. Flushed out right. Muscles him off. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lead. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings. And
it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to go off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. The old connection. Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a 1st down. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10, so the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Back now at Lambeau. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he shifts past him. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 47 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground on the seesaw?
A little seesaw battle,
right?
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right on the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Breaks a tackle. Being chased out left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Abbrederis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the air on second down. Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's Tate. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They go back to Abdullah on first. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Martin, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hey, tag 50 left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg, escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.